All right, hello everyone. Here we are back. I had to disconnect real quick on accident. But you can see what my opponent's doing. I can't see what his spin is. Neither can you guys, so actually watching his shot isn't really going to give you much of intel as to what to do here. But this is going to be very close to kind of Tour 11 type conditions. And the only difference being the wind's going to be basically much more down than it used to be. So you're going to see that I'm still using, Kingmakers for these tours. I'm going to recommend, with these Southern Pine holes, you're really going to want that. And what I'll usually do is maybe a plus 10%. I'm going to actually bump that to plus 20% for a straight in the face kind of approach here. And I'm also going to go very close to max club. So what you'll usually see me do is maybe right around 4 or so backspin and kind of aim for this hill here and try to play a little bit. And here you can see that's almost in my situation with the plus 20%, 1 per ring. So what you're going to see is right around 7 rings for a 7 wind. Be sure that you can see what I'm doing with my grid line, kind of using it as an aid. And you can see that I'm coming off of it a little. As I mentioned, I'll usually use a plus 10%. But here I'm going to use plus 20%. I'm going to need a little bit more adjustment. And here you can see that I just used that back slope nicely and funnel it down to the hole about a yard, maybe 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So a very good effort there. I think, with that approach, you guys will be very successful with that hole. And with the little smaller winds, it's going to be much more manageable course. You're really going to want the Apocalypse for this tour. A win like that, Thor's Hammer is going to be very hard. You're going to need to be very aggressive on that rough. So when you play that plus 20%, for instance, let me just switch over to just to kind of talk to you through a bit this. If I was to switch to Thor's Hammer, in this case it's a 7, but you're going to need to play it very aggressively on that water edge. So that's the only way you're going to be able to, you're going to have to land within a ring or so of that water edge. So you need to, set up very aggressively. What I can do is I can aim. You can see that I aimed about 2 or 3 rings from the edge. It lets me create a safety net with Apocalypse because I can put more curl. So I use full foam curl, about 70 curl. With my Thor's Hammer, I can probably only get about 48 or 45, somewhere in that, 41. So much less curl means I have to get much more aggressive. So just something to think about. I'm going to kind of recommend if you have a POC 5, that's what you'll want to be using for this tour. If you have less than a POC 5, you're probably going to want to go Thor's Hammer, but make sure that you're being aggressive there. So good luck, guys, and catch you guys on the next one.